Shalom, Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahweh Shai, giving all praises, honor, and glory unto the Most High Yahweh, in the name of our Lord and Savior, all right, the Holy One of Israel, all right, Yahweh Shai, all right, peace and salutations, all right, to the elect, and double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Now we just, going to go through the spirit, because the spirit of Yahweh Shai is the spirit of prophecy.
That's right.
And that's what we come in the name of.
2nd Ezra 15:1. Behold, speak down to the ears of my people the words of prophecy.
Right. What is prophecy? To say before. Pro, before, beside, to say. All right. And who prophesies? The Most High sets up prophets. All right. As in the days of old. Jeremiah 28:8. All right. Because we're living in Bible. We've always been in Bible prophecy. Since the beginning of time, Bible prophecy existed. All right? Prophecy never actually ends. Prophecy is actually everlasting when you think about it. All right? Because things are always coming to pass. All right? Always set up from the Most High, from what He said, how He established the world from the beginning. All right?
Revelations 19:10. And I fell at His feet to worship Him. And He said unto me, See thou do it not. I am thy fellow servant.
This is an angel, all right, which shows that the angels are also, all right, brethren, all right. They're brethren, all right, brothers, all right, just in the spiritual world, man, all right. They go before the face of the Most High and His Son, all right, in their order, all right. But we're not to worship angels, We're not to pray to angels, okay. We're only to pray to the Most High in the name of the Son, Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai. All right, go ahead.
And of thy brethren that have the testimony of Yahweh Shai, worship the Most High, for the testimony of Yahweh Shai is the spirit of prophecy.
All right, and that's what we do. We worship Yahweh Shai. You got it, right?
Yeah, this is Amos chapter 3, verse 7. Surely the Lord Yahweh will do nothing.
Right, because I got a scripture for that. That's good. Because Most High said he's going to do nothing, meaning He ain't got to do a damn thing. He's the ultimate power. He doesn't have to lift a finger. All right. That's why when we go to Genesis, the first chapter, all right, it tells you about and the powers, or and God created the heavens and the earth. That's talking about the actual powers, all right, that came forth from the Most High, beginning with Yahweh Shai, the first spirit, and the other angels alongside with him. Okay, so that's how the Most High is not going to come down and speak to nobody on the earth. All right, He's going to have His messengers, all right, to do it. All right,
go ahead, bro. Surely the Lord Yahweh will do nothing, but He revealeth His secrets unto His servants, the prophets.
Right, He revealeth His secrets, and what is the secrets? The understanding, the true understanding of the scriptures. That's the secrets, because these things are mysteries. These things are not well known or commonly known amongst the world. All right, and nor will it be, because the Most High's thoughts is not our thoughts. The Most High's ways are not our ways. All right, His ways is above. All right, so we all do the will of the Most High at the end of it all, but nonetheless, the Lord is going to speak to you through prophets. All right, so when you read that scripture, it reminded me of a scripture in here. Lord willing, I'll get it real quick. All right. It says Isaiah chapter 43. Yeah, 43 verse 12. Let me see. Yeah. Isaiah 43 verse 12. It says, I have declared and have saved, and I have showed when there was no strange God among you. Therefore ye are my witnesses, saith the Lord Yahweh, that I am your power. Yea, before the day was, I am He. Alright? And there is none that can deliver out of my hand. I will work, and who shall let it? I will work, and who shall let it? Who's going to say, okay, Most High, you can do that? Right? Yeah. The Most High is going to do nothing. Alright? He's gonna give the word, and it's gonna be done. All right, and He has given the word. All right, and we playing out the Most High's word. We playing out the Most High's setup. Okay.
I got a precept. You're right. Then you can go ahead with your precept. This is Psalms 90:2. Before the mountains was brought forth, or ever thought has. So let me read it again. This is Psalms 90:2. Before the mountains were brought forth.
The mountains represent the high governments. A mountain represents, the great kingdoms of the earth at one time. You had the Egyptians, you had the Assyrians, the Babylonians, the Persians, Medes, the Greeks, and the Romans. Those are all mountains.
Says,
and we could go to Daniel's 7th chapter to prove that.
It says,
go ahead.
Or ever thou hast formed the earth and the world, even from everlasting to everlasting, thou art the Most High.
From everlasting to everlasting, man, because the Most High has no end of days. He said, can you count the days of eternity? All right, so as the days of the Lord, man. It's infinite. This is the immense power of the Most High that's being played out. All right, and he fulfilled. He had his son, Yahushua, fulfill it to be the sacrifice for the children of Israel, the people that he chose. As a matter of fact, yeah, yep. I'm gonna keep going on because through the Spirit it links in, showing that the Most High, when the world literally calls God, is only the power of Israel. Isaiah 43 and 15 says, I am the Lord Yahweh, your Holy One, the Creator of Israel, your King. All right, let me see. Right, verse 21. It says, this people have I formed for myself. Who's this people? Have the Most High formed for himself? Israel. You can't bring no other nation into that. Okay? You got it.
This is Joel 2:27. And ye shall know that I am in the midst of Israel, and that I am Yahweh, your power, and none else.
Wow, let's read that one more time, please.
Joel chapter 2, verse 27. And ye shall know that I am in the midst of Israel.
The Lord said he's in the midst of Israel. So that makes you ask the question, well, who is Israel? Is it those so-called Jews over there in the land of Israel? All right? No, it's actually not. Okay? Those are the Edomites, according to the Bible. Those are Khazars. All right? According to the history. Okay? So the Israelites, it's talking about you so-called Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans, so-called Mexicans. You're Israel according to the Bible. How do we know that? You go to the curses. Alright? The curses will identify who the people of the Lord is. Alright? And we know that through faith.
And that I am Yahweh, your power, and none else. And my people shall never be ashamed.
Oh, the Lord said, I am Yahweh, your power, and none else.
Yeah.
I'm not a God of the Edomites. I'm not the God of Ishmael, so to speak. I'm not the power of, although he created them, but they're not his people. He doesn't look at them in a special way. He doesn't look at them as if they're his people. He doesn't give a damn about them. Okay? We could go to Isaiah the 40th chapter and the 15th verse.
I got it.
All right? Go ahead, read it.
This is Isaiah 40 and 15. Behold, the nations are as a drop of a bucket, and are counted as the small dust of the balance.
Right, it said the nations. The nations represents all the other nations outside of Israel. Because you got 18 nations total, 17 of them, the Most High said they are nothing, man. All right, you got the Ishmaelites, the Hamites, the Japhites, all right, the mixed peoples of the Aram or Aram or Assyrians or whatever, all right, so on and so forth. You got all these other nations, all right, that came forth out of the sons of Noah, Shem, Ham, and Japheth, and then they spread out and became their own nations. The Lord doesn't look at them as special. They're nothing. That's what the scripture just said.
I got a piece up.
All right, let him finish that out.
Okay. It says, Behold, he taketh up the isles as a very little thing.
Meaning the little lands that you possess, you're not keeping the law, statutes, and commandments. You're just heathens, man. You're wicked as hell. So it was very little thing. Like, Most High will take you out with a damn tsunami, he'll take you out with a volcano, a so-called natural disaster if he wanted to. Okay? There's nothing for the Lord to do that. So you take up these little lands that you possess, that's a very little thing. You know? It's Israel, what it's all about. It's all about the Israelites throughout the four corners of the earth. Alright? And the bulk of us, alright, is going to be delivered out of this place you call the United States of America, which is spiritually Babylon, the Great, Sodom and Egypt.
So this is Ephesians chapter 1 verse 5. Having predestined us unto the adoption of children by Yahweh Shah Mashiach to himself.
We can speak on that.
According to the power, according to the good will, according to the good pleasure of his will. It says, having predestined us. Who is us? The children of Israel from Judah, which are you Negroes, Hispanics, and Native Americans, on down to Issachar, which are you Mexicans, man. He had predestined us. He chosen us to be his people. It says, having predestined us unto his adoption. He adopted us through the blood of Yahweh Shah, man. We've been adopted, man. You know? It says, adoption of children by Yahweh Shah Mashiach to himself, according to the good pleasure of his will, to the praise of the glory of his grace, wherein he has made us accepted in the beloved, man. How has he made us accepted in the beloved? Through the sacrifice of Yahweh Shah's blood, man, you know? So, we are the adopted, man. No other nation, man, has come close, nor have known the will of Yahweh Bashin Yahweh Shah, man. No other nation, man, but the nation of Israel. You know? That's it, man.
Okay, go ahead.
This is a precept to back you up on who are the Lord's people and why we're the only ones that could, actually sin. This is Psalms 147.
Turn your voice up.
Okay. This is Psalms 147, 19 to 20. He showed his word unto Jacob, his statutes and his judgment unto Israel.
Right, he showeth his word unto Jacob. Okay? Who is Jacob? Jacob's the progenitor, the forefather of the 12 sons who became the tribes of Israel. Okay? It tells you that clearly in the book of Genesis and Exodus, how Jacob and his sons became a great multitude. Alright? In Egypt and when they was delivered out of Egypt. So that's Jacob. Jacob is also known as Israel. Okay?
That's right.
So that's the 12 tribes as a whole. Okay? So he showed his word unto Jacob. It didn't say Jacob. It didn't say and Ishmael.
And
Ham, right? And Moab.
Amalek and so forth
and
so on.
Edom. It didn't say that. The scriptures are very clear, are they not? The scriptures are clear. It didn't include no other nation, no other group of people other than Jacob. Right?
And 20. He had not dealt so with any nation.
It says he have not dealt so with any nation. The Lord never dealt with the Edomites. Alright? In righteousness. Alright? To keep the law, statutes, and commandments. Who happen to be you so-called white people. He never dealt with you Hamites. Matter of fact, you Hamites were the people that was in the land that the Most High promised to his people, and what he told his people, all right, through Joshua, all right, after the death of Moses, to go into the land and spare nobody. Kill man, woman, beast, everything. All right? Because they was doing a bunch of madness and wickedness in that land. Those are the sons of Ham, okay? He's not dealt so with any nation. Go ahead.
And as for his judgment, they have not known them.
As for praise you
the Lord. Oh, sorry.
As for his judgment, they have not known them. Right? Because look, the Most High, he sets up Israel to be the judges on the earth. Alright? And throughout the history of Israel, that's what you saw. You saw the judges, the prophets, the different kings, alright, that was set up. Alright? a main you could call it a main character or a main person to focus on of Israel's judgment and glory was King Solomon. You know, and there was no man like unto King Solomon. All right, from his time even till now, man. All right, and he was an Israelite. So you get the point. He have not dealt so with any other nation. His judgments, his statutes, they have not known them.
I got a quick precept after you.
Yeah.
This is 2nd Ezra chapter 6, verse 54. And after these, Adam also, whom thou madest Lord over all thy creatures, of him come we all.
Right, Adam. All right, Adam being the main man that the Most High chose in the garden. Okay, because you had other people
of a nation.
You had other people in the garden. The garden represented at that time the earth. All right, and to bring this to a whole, to a full understanding, during the time of Adam, when he was in the garden, he was created in the garden, and the Most High chose him. The world was what you would call Pangea, all together, all earth. All right, the world was actually one landmass. Okay, during that time. Okay, before the flood. Okay. Yeah.
And the people also whom thou hast chosen.
And the people also whom thou hast chosen. So what? That means Adam, all right, who the Most High chose, and the people that came forth of Adam, all right, or that was like unto Adam, all right, they were special. They wasn't like all the other nations, because, you know, Esau, the so-called white man, you know, the Christianity doctrine, they lead you to believe that it was only 2 people on the entire planet Earth, right? It's only 2 people, and that's why this thing is a mystery. That's why it says what is a mystery. It's secrets. Even that in itself is a secret. All right, that the world cannot receive. That it wasn't just 2 people on the planet Earth during the story or during the time of Adam and Eve, man. Hold up, brother. Let me finish that out. Go ahead.
Verse 55. All this have I spoken before thee, O Lord, because thou madest the world for our sakes.
Yeah, the Lord said, Ezra understood, because Ezra was an Israelite of the tribe of Levi. All right, he came forth out of the priests of Levi. All right, this is the same Ezra of, you know, the Ezra's in the Bible. Okay, he's the Israelite. Okay. He said the Lord. He understood that the Lord made the world for Israel's sake. Go ahead.
Verse 56. As for the other people.
As for the other people, let's see.
Which also come of Adam, thou hast said that they are nothing.
So, all these other people, who equals all these other nations, all right. The Lord looks at them as nothing. They mean nothing to Him, man.
That's right.
Okay. So vocab alone, you're doing a terrible job. you are, but at the same time, you're a necessary a punching bag. You're a necessary spiritual workout, if you will.
You're just used for edification
purposes,
man.
You know what I'm saying?
Because once you come with some folly, the apostles and other brothers and the elders of Great Millstone, we just bring out the edification of what you're trying to bring out, man. And correct your mistakes, man. So you just a punching bag for edification, man.
You know, and it's not about, you know, none of these scoffers out there, these guys that, you know, claim they got the total understanding. All right, look, man, the scriptures say what they say. You can't change what the Most High already ordained and put down. That's right. You can't change this thing.
Vocab alone is just recreation for GMS, man. You are recreation for GMS, man. For us to have fun and sharpen up our skills, man. Because you ain't nothing but recreation, man. That's it, bro.
Matter of fact, the brother got a precept on that, Revelation 2 and 26. Read that real quick.
Let's go.
Revelations 2 and 26. And he that overcometh and keepeth my works unto the end, to him will I give power over the nations.
And who's that he? That's talking about the elect, man. Okay? And that's the inheritance that we're going to receive. Okay? It's power over you heathens, power over you nations. Okay? That's going back to Isaiah 14 and 1. That's going back to what Yahweh Shai said in Revelation 13:9, and what the precepts the brothers been bringing out, man. The Akims have been bringing out, okay? That we're gonna you other nations, okay? You Elamites, okay? Which is you East Indians, all right? You so-called white people, which are the Edomites, all right? You other nations are gonna be our servants and handmaids, man, all right? For 1,000 years, okay? And then after that, the only nation that's not gonna be here is the so-called white men, which are the Edomites, man. That's our inheritance, man. He that overcometh. Read that one more time.
And he that overcometh and keepeth thy works unto the end, to him will I give power over the nations.
Keepeth thy works unto the end is talking about this truth, this scriptures, all right? Going out in the highways and byways, getting with the Akim, doing videos, all right? And found the Lord's statutes and commandments to the best of your ability. Keep going.
And he shall rule them with the rod of iron.
Who's them? That's talking about the nation. He shall rule them with a rod of iron.
As the vessel of a potter shall they be broken to shivers.
Okay, so we're not going to love you of the heathen in the kingdom, man. We're going to do whatever we want to in righteousness, all right? And we're going to be bashing your babies, going back to Isaiah 47, all right? We're gonna exhale on you other heathens, man. All right? All right, that was it.
I got a precept to go with that right there.
Hold on. Let's finish that out. Let's go. Finish that out.
All right, this is Second Ezra chapter 2. No, Second Ezra chapter 6, verse 56. As for the other people, which also come of Adam, that has said that they are nothing, but be like unto spittle, and has likened the abundance of them unto a drop that falleth from a vessel. Verse 57. And now, O Lord, behold, these heathen,
all right, you so-called East Indians, okay, Elam, all right, you so-called Arabs and you Africans, and especially you so-called white people, you Edomites, all right, heathen, because guess what? The Lord called Esau, Edom, in the book of Obadiah, he called you the small among the heathen, man. So tell me the Most High ain't bad, ain't all powerful, because he got the smallest, the most insignificant heathens who are Edomites, because the Edomites are the scum of the earth, man. Look at Amalek, they're the top tribe, aren't they? And they rule the fucking world. And these are some foul, wicked, degenerate fucking people, bro.
That's right.
They're the most foulest people on the planet Earth.
It's more than that?
yeah, some more.
Besides the Africans. Go ahead.
All right, verse 57. And now, O Lord, behold, these heathen, which have ever been reputed as nothing, have begun to be lords over us, and to devour us.
See? And that's what's happening. Devour us. What scripture comes to mind? Jeremiah 30:16.
Yep.
And then you get Hosea 8:8. But what you got? So like, let's just get that.
I get that.
Okay.
Well, I'll read it real quick. This is Isaiah chapter 40, verse 17. All nations before him are as nothing, and they are counted to him less than nothing in vanity.
There you go.
And you want Hosea?
Jeremiah 30:16, and then Hosea 8:8.
Yeah, that goes right into it.
Yeah, this is. You want to go? Judy, you got
Jeremiah
a
30 and 16.
Yeah, I got it. This is Jeremiah 30 and 16. It says,
So these heathens who have ever been reputed as nothing have begun to be lords over us and to devour us. Read.
therefore all they that devour thee shall be devoured,
Read on.
and all thine adversaries, every one of them, shall go into captivity.
They shall what?
They shall go into captivity.
Just the 5 of them, you know. Just a little bit of them, right? Not all of them, because some of them got to be grafted in, brother, for salvation.
I got a preach to go with that right there, bro.
It says, and every one of them shall go into captivity.
It said what?
Every one of them shall go into captivity.
Where you reading from, bro?
This is Jeremiah 30 and 16.
Was not Jeremiah a
Gonna
prophet?
fit right along with that.
Was not the Most High dealing with the prophet Jeremiah? All right. This is a prophet of the Heavenly Father. Okay? So every one of them. You understand the English language, don't you? Let's go.
This is Psalms chapter 149, verse 4. For the Lord Yahweh taketh pleasure in his people. Who's the Lord Yahweh's people? The children of Israel from Judah on down to Issachar, man. You Negroes, Hispanics, and Native Americans, man. You are the Most High's people, man. It says, For the Lord taketh pleasure in his people. He will beautify the meek with salvation. He's going to beautify the children of Israel with salvation, man. You know? It says, let the high praises of Yahweh be in their mouth. No, I skipped the part. No, it's verse 5. Slack. Let the saints be joyful in glory. What's that glory? Knowing this truth, man. Being in the kingdom, man. You know, knowing this truth, man. Understanding the deep dark sayings of this truth, man. Also the kingdom, man.
Oh, I got the link to that because that's you spoke about the glory, right?
Yeah.
We're gonna what you call it real quick on the glory.
So let me just
go ahead.
It says, let them sing aloud upon their beds. Right now, none of the children of Israel from Judah on down to Issachar sing aloud upon their beds, man. Because we're not in the kingdom, man. You know, we're not in our rulership, man. We are yet this day in our captivity, right? Pursuing the Baruch chapter 3 verse 8, man. We still not captivity. It says
about the glory.
About the glory, yeah, bring it up, bro.
Jeremiah 9 and 23 and 24. Thus saith the Lord, Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai, let not the wise man glory in his wisdom, neither let the mighty man glory in his might. Let not the rich man glory in his riches, but let him that glorieth glory in this, that he understandeth and knoweth me, that I am the Lord Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai, which exerciseth loving kindness, judgment, and righteousness in the earth.
And this brother that's broke it down, man. What the glory mean, man?
Glory, man.
Glorifying and knowing this truth, man.
Yeah.
And also being in the kingdom, man. It says.
That's a fulfillment of when this whole thing is when the Most High has Yahushua deliver us, man.
It says this back in 149 verse 5, Psalms 149 verse 5. Let the saints which are the Israelites be joyful in glory. Let them sing aloud upon their beds. That glory which the brother that's brought out, man. Knowing the Most High's laws, statutes, commandments, you know. That's what it's all about, man. It says, let the high praises, let them sing aloud upon their beds, which is being in the kingdom. We ain't in the kingdom yet, you know, praising the Most High when we wake up like, oh man, praise the Lord, Yahweh, right. Why Yahweh Shah, man, you know, for delivering me from the destruction and bringing my enemies, you know,
that's right,
under my foot.
That's right.
It says, let the saints be joyful in glory. Let them sing aloud upon their beds. Let the high praises of Yahweh be in their mouth. Brakatah Yahweh Shah, for delivering me from the destruction of America and also bringing my enemies under my foot, man, and bounding Esau with chains, man. It says let the high
and giving us a heart of flesh, that we may serve thee perfectly, man.
And not go off.
You know what I'm saying?
That's right. It says, let the high praises of Yahweh be in their mouth and the two-edged sword in their hand. And with that two-edged sword is, man, you can have a sepulchre and a two-edged sword that'll be putting Esau to death. You know?
Yeah. Executing judgment.
Executing judgment upon the wicked, man. Not only Esau, but the rest of these nations, man.
Of these nations, guys.
It says, hold on, it's almost finished. It says, to execute vengeance unto the heathen. That word heathen means to other nations, man. Such as Moab, Ammon, Ishmael, Ham, Japheth, Elam.
Yep.
All these other nations, man. We're going to execute judgment upon these nations. We're going to put them in subjection, put them under our foot. And they're going to obey us. It's almost finished, bro. Hold on. It says, to execute vengeance upon the heathen and punishments upon the people. Verse 8, to bind their kings with chains.
To bind
their kings, pursuing to Isaiah 24, verse 10. And if I'm not mistaken,
let favor be shown.
Let favor be shown to them. I'm saying that after many days they should be visited and doing. Isaiah 24, verse, I think it's 17, something like that. If I'm not mistaken, my Bible can show you can look for it, bro.
Yeah, I'm looking for it right now.
24 and 10, right?
24, I think it's 17, I think.
17.
Like,
yeah.
Fear in the pit and the snare and are upon the of the inhabitants of the earth.
You know, it says when they bound their king with chains, after many they should be visited.
It might be
Is
an
that
Amos.
14?
No, I think that's an
24
Amos.
and,
It said binding kings with chains.
yeah.
Don't know. After many
That's
days,
all.
they should be visited. They should be tossed in the pit. After many days, they should be visited. That's Isaiah
Oh, that's
24.
22. That's 22. That's 22. Hold on, 22.
Oh,
24,
okay.
22.
24, 22.
Oh, so
24,
like,
22.
yeah,
It says-
Isaiah 24:22. Yep, I got it.
Right.
Isaiah 24:22, come. And they shall be gathered together as prisoners are gathered in the pit, and shall be shut up in the prison, and after many days shall they be visited.
So that's what happened after the destruction. The elite of Esau, the Rockefellers, remember the Rothschilds, the Rockefellers, the Oppenheimers, the international bankers, they're going to be preserved, man. Because they're going to be hiding in their bunkers in an international space station. So they're going to escape the judgment of the nuclear missiles, but they're going to be the first fruits of slavery, man. And they are the kings of the earth, man, international bankers, man. So they're going to be gathered after the elect come back from, out of the chariots come down from the heavens and come back on the earth. They're going to gather all these kings together and they're going to put them in the pit, which is a jail system, a jail, if you will, man.
That's right.
And after many days, yeah, bro.
So if they don't like the way of we saying that you're gonna be our slaves, well, guess what? Since you don't like us saying you're gonna be our slaves, you're gonna be our prisoners. How about that?
Right. After many days, I'm saying you're gonna be gathered together and tossed in the pit, prison, if you will. And after many days, you're gonna be visited, and the judgment is gonna be set, and you're gonna be slaves. And it says, and that right there is more than that, bro.
No, that was it. But
And it says to bind their kings with chains. And who are the kings of the earth? The international bankers, man. Stop from the Rothschilds going down to the Rockefellers, the Oppenheimers, and the DuPonts. They are the kings of the earth. And they're going to be bound with chains, man. Because they're going to be in that pit. They're going to be, I'm saying, in that dungeon, if you will, man.
Yeah.
Underground, man. After many days, you're going to be visited and chains going to be slapped upon you. And you're going to serve your vigorous, hardcore slavery, man.
Yeah, you're going to be prisoners.
That's right. It says to bind their kings with chains and their nobles with fetters of iron. Your nobles are your princes. I'm saying your governors, your mayors, your politicians, your mayors, your prime ministers, your presidents, the high class, man. The so-called aristocrats of Esau, man.
Mm-hmm.
They're gonna be bound with chains, man, and fetters of iron, man. It says to execute upon them the judgments written. And what's the judgments written, man? The judgments written in these scriptures, man. Slavery, man. Hardcore slavery. That's the judgments written, and these judgments written in these scriptures, man. It says, this honor have all his saints. His saints, first and foremost, are going to be the 1/3, man. The governing body, those that make it, man. That's the honor to the saints that make it, man. Praise ye Yahweh. That's it, bro.
Khan, and I'm gonna finish that out because I got
Jeremiah 30:16.
Yeah.
I had that. That's a scripture. You got that?
Oh, you still got it?
Yeah.
That's okay.
Okay, go ahead.
Continue.
This is Jeremiah 30:16. Therefore, all they that devour thee shall be devoured, and all thy adversaries, every one of them, shall go into captivity, and they that spoil thee shall be a spoil, and all that prey upon thee will I give for a prey.
And all of them that fit that bill, the adversaries, you go to Psalms the 83rd chapter, it gives you the list of all the nations, all right, that consulted with one another to come against Israel.
I get that.
To bring us into pretty much damn oblivion, man, if you will. Just total destruction, man.
Mm-hmm.
That's why you got a majority of these niggas and spics out there. They don't know what the fuck is going on. Left from right, up from down, man. Wrong from right. They just bug the fuck out, man.
Bro.
So, yeah, they just there. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? So I got a scripture for that. Jeremiah 10, verse 25. It says, pour out thy fury upon the heathen that know thee not. See? The heathen don't know the Most High, nor can they ever. All right? Look, you should have learned from the story or the time of Abraham. Who was Abraham's first son? Abraham's first son was Ishmael.
Yep.
And what happened with him? Isn't it an ancient custom to give the first son the inheritance?
Yep.
Well, how come Ishmael didn't get the inheritance, the promise of Abraham? Huh? Answer that one. All right? And Ishmael, a lot of these damn so-called Arabs, they know about their history. All right? A lot of them are well aware. Not talking about the dumb, stupid bodega, all right, Arab. All right? I'm talking about the higher ups, the ones that's in the UN building, the ones that, rubbing elbows with Esau, in bed with Esau. Okay? Those motherfuckers, them heathens, they know about their history. All right? And who they go back to. All right? Which is Ishmael. They have nothing to do with Israel, man. They didn't get the promise. All right? Neither did Ham, neither did all these other nations. They don't know the Most High, man. Look at the manner of people they are, man. It says, and upon the families that call not on thy name, for they have eaten up Jacob. Didn't I just say they have been devoured? So it says they, the nations, have eaten up Jacob. All right? And devoured him, and consumed him, and have made his habitation desolate. Come on. All right?
Back to Lazarus and
the rich man. The Most High has never and will never deal with the other nations. All right? He used the other nations, such as the so-called white man, all the ones we talking about, all right, to be a thorn in our side, man. To execute judgment and wrath, all right, on the left-hand side, all right, from the Most High, man. All right? Because these nations are not for our benefit, man.
You got that precept? You got a precept?
Yeah, I got it. This is Hosea 8:8. Israel is swallowed up. Now shall they be among the Gentiles as a vessel wherein is no pleasure.
Come on. See? And what is that mainly talking about? It's talking about the Israelite foreigners, the scattered, which we all, technically, we're all Israelite, foreigners.
But we came back into the fold.
But we came back. You know what I'm saying? But you got even more so, Jake, that is amongst the other nations throughout the world, man. All right, that is just totally looked down upon.
That's right, concept. This is the precept to back both of these brothers up. This is Psalm chapter 79, verse 6. Pour out thy wrath upon the heathen, which are the other nations, man. We are. This is a psalm of what's his name again? Asaph. To the Most High to bring destruction upon the heathen. It says, pour out thy wrath upon the heathen that have not known thee. Because the rest of these nations don't know Yahweh, Basham, Yahweh Shah. They don't know the Most High, man. It says, all these other nations serve their own power, serve their own gods, man.
Right.
They don't know Yahweh, why Yahweh Shah, man. Only the children of Israel, man. From Jacob on down to Issachar, man. Judah on down to Issachar, man.
Right.
You will, man.
Yeah, Jacob
Is the whole children of Israel, man. From Judah on down to Issachar, man, knows the Most High Yahweh, why Yahweh Shah. It says, pour out thy fury upon the heathen, which are the other nations, that have not known thee, and upon the kingdoms that have not called upon thy name. None of these other kingdoms, the kingdom of Moab, the kingdom of Ammon, the kingdom of Ishmael, the kingdom of Esau, which ruled the world, none of these other nations call upon Yahweh, why Yahweh Shah, man. Only the children of Israel, man. And we are yet this day in our captivity, and the 1/3 and elect, if you will, we be a part of the elect, according upon Yahweh, why Yahweh Shah, man. It says, pour out thy wrath upon the heathen that have not known thee, and upon the kingdoms that have not called upon thy name. For they have devoured Jacob and laid waste his dwelling place,
there
man.
you go.
And what's our dwelling place, man? The land of Israel, man.
That's a direct link right
That's
there
right,
to
man.
Jeremiah 10 and 20,
That's right.
25. That's right.
Precept?
Please.
I got two. This is
All right.
one to back up how you saying that the heathens is basically just a thorn in our sides.
Con.
This is Ecclesiasticus.
Ecclesiastes, right?
Ecclesiastes
Con.
10 and 7. I have seen servants upon horses.
Beautiful. I have seen servants upon horses, man.
Who's the servants,
That's
man?
right. Go ahead, bro. Go ahead.
The servants Who's the servants? Servants are Esau, man. They are upon horses right now in their power. They show you that illustration of that in Django Unchained, man. When that dude Stevie, that house nigga scum, was saying, "What is that nigga doing upon that nag, man?" That nag was that horse, man. Because a horse represents power, man.
Right. So, real quick, if there was a war going on and you see 100 men and one man upon the horse, you know the man upon the horse is the leader.
Right.
That's kind, you know, because that horse represents power. So it's I have seen servants upon horses. Yeah, bro.
And princes walking as servants upon the earth.
Who's them princes? The children of Israel, man. From Judah, Benjamin, Levi on down to the rest of the nation, man. You know, to the rest of the tribes, man. Ephraim on down to Issachar, man. We are the servants walking upon the earth, man. But in all reality, we are princes, man, of Yahweh Basham Yahweh Shah. We should be on them. We should be on a horse, and Esau should be on should be walking on the earth, man, getting his back with.
And we will be on the horse.
You know?
We will be on the horse.
More than that, bro. It's more than that.
I got a precept for you.
No,
This is Jeremiah 50:33. Thus saith Yahweh by Hashem Yahushua of hosts, the children of Israel and the children of Judah were pressed together.
Right. Children of Israel, which is talking about the northern kingdom, all right, the 10 tribes that came over to this side of the world, all right, during the Assyrian captivity, okay? And they was over here on this side of the world for thousands of years, man, okay? Living on these lands, from Canada to North America to Mexico to
South America.
you know, the little islands in between, Central America, South America, man. All right, that's Israel in this context. All right, the kingdom of Israel, the northern kingdom, Ephraim, Simeon, Gad, Reuben, Issachar, Naphtali, Asher, okay, Manasseh, Zebulun, okay. Naphtali, go ahead.
It says.
So read that one more time. Sorry.
Yep, this is Jeremiah 50:33. Thus saith Yahweh Hashem Yahushua of hosts, the children of Israel and the children of Judah were pressed together.
Now, the children of Judah is the so-called Negroes, West Indians, and Haitians. All right? And during the siege of 70 A.D., they were taken down by the Roman... the Flavian dynasty, the Roman emperor, Titus, all right, where they was slaughtered, all right? Okay?
Without mercy.
Without mercy. And now, when you check it out, Yahweh Shai spoke to that kingdom. He spoke to them Jews, them Israelites, saying, look, when you see Jerusalem compassed with armies, flee into the mountains. And not for nothing, when you understand it, the reason why that happened unto majority of them Jakes, because they didn't listen to Yahweh Shai.
He's going on.
You know? The Lord told them, like, he forewarned them, like, look, when you see Jerusalem compassed with armies, flee into the mountains. They didn't listen, so they stood and fought, and they got their asses handed to them. They got taken over, because why? They was going off.
That's right.
Revelation 12:16. And the earth helped the woman, and the earth opened up her mouth and swallowed up the flood which the dragon cast out of his mouth. Going to what the brother's talking about, the earth helped the woman was when we fled the persecution of 70 AD into the western coast of Africa.
Now, and that's not obviously not to say that all of Jake didn't listen. A lot of Jake did listen.
Yeah.
That's why you had the migration, all right, during that time in 70 AD to West Africa, all right, in the interiors of Africa.
In certain parts of Europe,
Asia
Minor,
man.
because we was dispersed about the four corners of the earth, man. So not only the deep parts was in Africa, man. Majority of Israel fled into Africa because it was close.
Right.
But also you had
Israelites
went
all over the place.
You had migrated to Tarshish, which was Spain.
Yep.
You know,
Germany,
all
throughout the Europe, like you
all
said,
throughout Europe,
because
you know what I'm saying?
that's where you get the Dark Ages.
That's
man.
right.
Jake was all up. Jake was ruling.
That's right.
So
man.
come on, man.
Russia, certain parts of Russia over there, man. So
yeah, that's right.
So the history of Israel was vast, man.
Vast.
And we fled the Roman persecution, and that brought forth, you know, after centuries down the line, brought forth the Dark Ages, man.
Right.
You know?
That's right.
Because the last of the Roman emperors, I think it was, you know, when Rome went down was 190 AD, if I'm mistaken.
Vicinius Niger, Septimius Severus, Hannibal and them. Yeah.
That was the beginning of the Holy Roman Empire, or the Byzantine Empire, if you will. You know what I'm saying? Which means backwards. I don't know why they call it Byzantine.
That's spiritual. That's spiritual, brother. That's why it was called Byzantine. You know?
They was backwards. They was worshiping the sun.
You know what I'm saying?
They was worshiping
It's all
the sun.
spiritual. It's really all spiritual.
Doing all kind of manner of wickedness, man. Following the ways of the heathen. That's why the kingdom got taken down, man. You know? But the kingdom to come for the children of Israel, the elect, is not going to be taken. It's going to be an everlasting kingdom, because we're not going to be taken down, man. Because we're going to observe the true laws and statutes, the commandments of Yahweh, why Yahweh Shah, man. There's going to be no taking down of the children of Israel, man. Because we're going to observe the laws, statutes, the commandments, because Yahweh is going to put his laws and his statutes in our heart, man.
Yeah, you got it.
You know? So that's it, bro. You know, I don't know what brothers got it.
Did you read the entire Jeremiah?
No.
All right, so after you finish.
Okay, all right. Go ahead, brother.
It says, this is Jeremiah 50:33. Continuing, it says, and all that took them captives held them fast. They refused to let them go.
And all that took them captives held them fast. So fast forward into time, all right? When after the siege and Jake was dispersed and time went by, thousands of years went by, you know what the brother was speaking about, the dark ages, all right? Then came the so-called white man again, all right? He came back into power. You got a thing called the Renaissance era. And during the Renaissance era, man, Christopher Columbus, all right, Caesar Borgia, Amerigo Vespucci, and a whole other band of damn pirates and degenerates of the so-called white man, all right, came over to this side of the world and
just looted, man.
Yeah, looted, and that's where you got. That's where you got the Spanish Inquisition. You got the Encomienda, all right, of the so-called Latin Americas, okay, especially to the islands of Puerto Rico and the Dominican Republic, all right, and Central Americas, man, all right. So the scripture just said the children of Israel and the children of Judah were oppressed together, all right, and they refused to let them go. They held them fast. All right. Now we're in after all of that didn't happen. Jake then totally fell away from being Israel, man. Not to mention the so-called Native Americans, of course, the Native Americans. All right. You know, people saying that the Native Americans aren't Israelites. Are you fucking smoking crack? All right.
I got a piece to go with that, bro.
What's that, brother?
Yeah, as the brother just brought on Jeremiah 50:33, it says the children of Israel and Judah were oppressed together. Now we know when we go into the history, the 10 tribes were sent away captive. But you can read that scripture from the top.
This is Jeremiah 50:33. Thus saith Yahweh Bashem Yahushua of hosts, the children of Israel and the children of Judah were oppressed together.
Right. The children of Israel is indicative of the northern kingdom, which we know was sent away captive by Shalmaneser the Assyrian, right?
Yeah.
But then the kingdom of Judah was oppressed 150 years later by Nebuchadnezzar the Babylonian. So if they were oppressed together, where in the history can you find that? All right? No, that's only found here. That's in the place of America. All right? Because when you go into the scripture, what Jeremiah is saying right now is a prophecy that took place, that's taking place here now, man, in America. All right?
That's right.
I got that precept for you on taking place in America. Real quick, Jeremiah 16:14. You got that?
Break it up.
Okay, this is Jeremiah 16:14. Therefore, behold, the days come, saith Yahweh Bashem Yahushua, that it shall no more be said that Yahweh Bashem Yahushua liveth, that brought up the children of Israel out of the land of Egypt.
It shall be no more said that the Most High, because that's still a memorable moment throughout history, man. All these nations know about Yahweh delivering the children of Israel during the time of the captivity of Egypt, man. Out of the land of Egypt, man. That was a memorable moment, and that put all nations in fear. Also, that gave the Lord Yahweh a name for himself, man. That shows you, that proves that Yahweh is the Jake, man. Because Jake do things to get a name for himself, man. You know? They ring bells. My name ring bells, man. So Yahweh name ring bells, man, throughout the earth, man. You know? From that memorable moment right there. But yeah, bro.
It says, but Yahweh Bashem Yahushai liveth, that brought up the children of Israel from the land of the north.
They ain't gonna be talking about that deliverance from Egypt. They're gonna be like, yo, man, the Lord Yahweh liveth, that brought the children of Israel out of the land of America, man, and all the lands that he have scattered them through that great deliverance, through that thermonuclear destruction, also through them chariots. Did you see them chariots, man, shooting them laser beams out, man? I mean, that's devouring people, man, turning them to ashes. That was a great, fearful sight. The Lord liveth, man. And all the nations are going to be put in fear, just like in the days of old, when they was put in fear during the time of the deliverance out of the land of Egypt, man. But this time, it's going to be much more horrific, and it's going to be hyped up 20 times, man. Times what happened back then, man. Because them thermonuclear missiles is going to land and decimate, and it's going to be horrific. Total destruction.
It says, and from all the lands whither he had driven them, and I will bring them again into their land that I have gave unto their fathers.
All the lands that which he have driven the children of Israel from Judah on down to Issachar, they have been driven throughout the four corners of the earth, man. We talking about Australia, Kenya. We talking about, Great Britain. Certain territories of Africa, man. All over the world, man. The four corners of the earth, man. So they're gonna be driven. So they're gonna be gathered together, and they're gonna be brought back into their own land, man. And that's gonna be a horrific event, and all the nations of the world is going to see that, because not all these nations is going to be brought down. So it's going to be televised through via satellite, man, through internet, man. And these nations are going to see the deliverance of Israel, man. It's going to be beautiful, man. And after deliverance, man, we're going to come around, we're going to kick all these nations in their ass, man, and put them in subjection, man. And they're going to be slaves, man, under the children of Israel, man. Because after that destruction, all these nations are going to be put in fear, man. When they see the strangeness of the Israelites' salvation, man, pursuant to the wisdom of Solomon, the 5th chapter, man.
I got that precept for you.
Come, bring it out, bro.
This is Wisdom of Solomon 5. Then shall the righteous man stand in great boldness before the face of such as has afflicted him.
And that's what we're doing right now, man. We're on the streets of Babylon, man, on the highways and the byways, man. You know, standing in great boldness, man. Condemning Esau, which is the white man, and these other nations, man. Telling them that their destruction is coming, is drawing near, man. And they're going into slavery, man. Yeah, bro.
And made no account of his labors.
They have made no account of our labors and us being out there in the highways and the byways, man. You know, out there, you know, laboring, putting up videos, edifying the videos, going out there, standing on the hard concrete through the heat, the rain, the snow, you know, the cold. They made no account of our labors, man. Yeah, bro.
When they see it, they shall be troubled with terrible fear.
When they see the deliverance of Israel, man, when them chariots come and they shooting out laser beams, man, devouring the wicked from Esau to the other nations, down to the 2/3, man, at the same time beaming up the elect, man, they're going to see the strangeness of that salvation, man. Yeah, bro.
And shall be amazed at the strangeness of his salvation.
They're going to be amazed at that. Like, what the fuck? That nigga?
Oh shit!
That wetback? Even the 2/3 of Israel, man, like, oh shit, son. That's Shim. Oh shit, that's Shaman. Oh, whatever. You know what I'm saying? Oh, that's just whoever, man. Whoever make it, man. You know?
Yo, son, what the fuck, son? Come.
Type of shit. That shit is ill, bro. Yo, what the hell, man? Yo, man. What the fuck? That's the strangest they salvation, yeah, bro.
So far beyond all that they look for.
So far, all that these niggas, Uncle Tomahawks and Spit look for, man. Because they look for Esau for deliverance, man. Not knowing that Esau is going to be devoured by thermonuclear missiles and also by concentrated fire. And the deliverance is going to be solely for the 1/3, man. The children of Israel, man. The saints of the Most High. Yeah, bro.
It says, and they repenting and groaning
for anguish of spirit shall say within themselves, this was he whom he had sometimes in derision.
That goes to you other nations, and namely to the children of Israel that be bucking up against the prophets of the Most High that's out there to uplift our people and give them and tell them that we are the children of Israel, man. That we are the chosen seed of Yahweh Shah, but they don't want none of it, man. They want to be a part of Esau's kingdom. So therefore, they're going to say that, man. This is he who he had sometime in derision, who he's mocking on the comment boards, talking shit, passing by the camp, talking shit to them, you know, while they teaching, disrupting their camp. This is he who he had sometime in derision.
Yeah, the scriptures say they are willingly ignorant, you know.
Yeah.
Because that's another way of understanding that is that term in the world called ignorance is bliss.
That's right.
All right, because although they might have heard it and they might have came across it, you know, it's not in them to to understand it. So they say, "Oh, fuck that shit." That's the reprobate 2/3 mindset, man. You know, saying to a nigga that he's an Israelite is like saying some bugged out, off the wall, crazy shit that you're gonna just, he's not gonna get it, man. And that's how we really gotta look at it, because you tell a bugged out nigga, all right, that he's an Israelite.
He's like, what? I'm African American, man. What
Yeah,
you talking about, man?
It's like,
I'm a Dominican, man.
You know, so ignorance is bliss, man. They stuck. They're stuck. The Most High got them stuck in that mentality, so he can destroy them because he doesn't want them.
That's right.
You know.
All right, there's more on that, bro. There's more.
It says, anguish of spirit shall say within themselves, this was he whom he had sometimes in derision, in a proverb of reproach. We fools accounted his life madness.
Yeah, that reproach was calling us child molesters, pedophiles, rapists, just calling us bugged out, man. They considered us our life madness, man. Like them dudes is bugged out of their mind, man. They ain't nobody, man. They just bugged out Negroes, mad at the world, mad at the white man, not taking on responsibility of themselves, man. They just out there mad as hell, man.
Kind of, if I could say something, we're in the corners, okay, of the highways and byways, holding up cardboards, okay, prophesying to you about what the future, man. But the elite know, okay, that these are the men of law. Why? Because they have it in all the movies, 2012, different movies, okay.
Triple Nine.
Yeah,
Triple
exactly.
Nine, yeah.
The Triple Nine, all right.
Oh, Barry.
Barry.
Barry and Barry.
Bring that up, bro. Bring it.
Yeah, it says, we fools account his life madness, and his end to be without honor.
And they looking at us as, them dudes, they just out there, they ain't got no jobs, man. They just out there bums, talking shit, being mad with the world, because things ain't going right for them. They ain't got no women, they ain't got no jobs. They just bums. Not knowing that certain men that you are talking shit about are true men of the Lord, and they're gonna be the first fruits of the governing body of the kingdom, man. And you that's talking shit, you gonna be the one that's in derision in them concentration camps, can't feed your kids, dying from a famine, from starving to death. That's the worst death out there, man. You're getting put in guillotines, man. Getting shot down. Your woman getting ravaged. Your daughter getting ravaged. Even your son's getting ravaged, man. You're going to be put through that right there, man.
Let me finish it real quick. It says, how is he numbered among the children of the Most High power?
How is them niggas that's on the corner numbered amongst the children of the Most High power, man? How is these niggas that was teaching hate amongst the black woman, talking shit about spewing hate against the black women, spewing hate against all these other nations, telling the white man they going into slavery? How is these bugged out ass niggas that have dresses on among the children of the Most High? How is that? That's what these bugged out niggas and the rest of these nations are going to be saying, man. Yeah, man. That's right. You're going to be saying that, man.
Until reality smacks you in the face.
Because a lot of these niggas knows in the world, and they don't really know what we do. They just know that, we don't hang out with them no more.
It's some real shit,
go
bro.
ahead.
Yeah, a lot of these niggas, you know what I mean, know us in the
And
world.
Bradley's gonna hit
Okay,
their
they don't
ass.
really know that you know what I mean, that we become a new creature. They just know us for the old man that we are. You feel what I'm saying? So if they do run upon us, they might run upon us on the highways and byways or on the video. Okay, and then you know they go back and they think that we're crazy. So when that time happens, they're gonna wonder like, hold up, this nigga, well, he was a nigga in the world. He was doing the same thing I was doing, but they don't know that we've changed. We became a new creature, man. We separate ourselves from these other from the other 2/3 of our people, which actually heathens right now, man. And it says, how is he numbered among the children of the Most High Power, and his lot is among the saints.
Dog, and that shows you, you know, just like you said, for example, they think you crazy because they see you as that old nigga you used to be. That shows you how really, you know what I'm saying, that this thing is spiritual, man. All right, because if you didn't change, they wouldn't be looking at you like you were crazy. So that actually means you did change.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Otherwise, they wouldn't. So this is kind of a good thing that they look at us like we're crazy, because that means we changed, man.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because they just can't believe that, yo, this is the same guy that, no, it's actually not.
Yeah.
I'm not the same nigga you knew 10, 15 years ago.
Yeah,
Real
you
talk.
know, it's one thing to get older, and it's a whole other thing to grow up.
That's right, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm not the nigga you know 10, 15 years ago, man. That's not me no more.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is just a precept to back up, like, you know, like why we angry in the first place living in this wicked society. This is Ecclesiastes 7:7. Surely oppression maketh a wise man mad.
Surely oppression. All you got within America is oppression. You seen the 13th Amendment, right? You seen these movies that they brought out. 12 Years a Slave, Django, plethora of movies, man. There's so much movies that you can't really, you know, name them all, but there's various movies and various things, you know, that you can look at and draw, you know, that this place from the beginning till now, from the start till now, has been nothing but damn oppression, man, for the so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, man. The fucking Indian Removal Act of 1830, man. Go into that. All right? You see how dirty the so-called white man did the so-called Native Americans, the Seminole, and so-called Mexican Indians over here.
Middle Passage?
Yeah, brother. Which is called the transatlantic slave trade. Which the Middle Passage was all of the atrocities that was happening and occurring on them ships while our people was being shipped over here, like being tossed in the damn water for the sharks. All right, castrated, okay, beaten, force-fed, all right, and a plethora of other fucking wickedness that these so-called white people got to pay for, man. The Middle Passage, that's what they call it. They try to give it like a, it's like a once in a lifetime thing, like they, you know, the Middle Passage. You know, that was just the middle. No, it was total atrocities that you committed on us, man. You know. It wasn't just the damn passage. It was torture. It was actually the middle torture, if you really want to, you know, the middle passage. It wasn't just okay. They're just passing on by.
And they really think that we're not gonna. They really think that they're not gonna pay for this. And that's the craziest thing. They want us to actually say, "Well, do two wrongs make a right? Are we supposed to forget? Or why did you guys just forget about these things? But how are we supposed to get such a crazy hatred? Over 1 billion of our people, starting with the northern tribe, which went into captivity first in 1492. Got raped, robbed, and murdered, and then, you know, had diseases, and then our people came back. What was it? 1619, a little bit before that, and got, you know, going through the passage. They got, you know, tortured, killed in the shark.
Yeah.
You see mothers, fathers, you know, brothers and sisters, okay, being dropped, sent over the boats. You know what I'm saying? That's just getting to America, being separated, and then, you know, I mean, and we're supposed to forget about all this wickedness.
Yeah.
And
But we're crazy.
They celebrated with Thanksgiving.
And they say, you feel what I'm saying? Like, come on, man.
Also, with Columbus. That Columbus Day parade, man.
Right? Yeah.
That's I never got that, man. You know, these Native Americans and these Hispanics and these Dominicans, they celebrate their own demise, man. They slavery and they taken down through Columbus through rape, robbery, and murder. They go out there on the highways and the byways, and you know, and that's crazy. They go on the highways and the byways to celebrate a so-called Jew that was not an Italian. His real name was Cristobal Colon. They go out there and they celebrate the rape, robbery, and murder of their ancestors.
Yep.
But they can't go on the highways and the byways you know, for Yahweh, for Yahweh, for Yahweh, why Yahweh Shah, man. But they go out there for some goddamn Edomite, Amalek bastard, you know what I'm saying? And they worship that motherfucker, man.
Hey, I got a scripture for that. Real quick. Jeremiah 14, verse 10 says, "Thus saith the Lord Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, unto this people, thus have they loved to wander." You know, like a little dumb, stupid child that won't listen. They go wandering, man. You know?
Wandering off, man, till they get their ass
I'm just trying to paint a picture of it, bro.
That's a perfect illustration, man, of the children of Israel. Dumb, stupid children, man, that have to go off wandering, man. Into other philosophies.
Yeah, exactly.
You know,
it's a spiritual sense, but bringing it to a common denominator, if you will. Thus have they loved to wander; they have not refrained their feet. All right, just be some total madness, wickedness, and you're gonna get yourself fucking killed and fucked up doing that shit. Them niggas go into it.
Swift, their feet head straight into destruction.
Right, and that's like kind of reminiscent with the brothers talking about, because you know. That's the majority of these niggas, man. 2/3, man. The 2/3 mind frame. Okay? You have not refrained your feet, and the scriptures say what? Their feet run
swift
straight to destruction.
Right, and mischief or something like that? To commit mischief or something like that? Yeah. It says, therefore, listen to this closely, because this always hits home with me, man. Therefore, the Lord Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, doth not accept them. He said he doesn't accept you. You really think about that, it's like, wow, man. You're Israel, but the Lord even got Israelites that he's not going to accept.
That's the one. That's the 2/3.
You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, and you spoke of them. You spoke of them. Them niggas and spics that celebrate their own demise, man. 4th of July, you just got done celebrating 4th of July, did you not?
And check it out. And then that time of 1776, when the so-called independence was declared against Great Britain, which, by the way, America is still part of a colony of Great Britain. They had not become independent of Great Britain because your taxes, 40% goes to the Queen of England, man. So dig that, man. So how the hell are you niggas independent from Great Britain, man? That ain't nothing but a demonic sun worshiping day, man. That you niggas got yourself involved with, and the most I'm gonna fuck you up for that, man. Independent. Where you independent from, man? You got a social security number, you got a birth certificate, man. So what the hell are you independent from, man? And you still a perpetual slave under the hands of Esau, pursuant to Baruch chapter 3, verse 8, man. We are yet this day in our captivity. So what the hell are you niggas and you Uncle Tomahawks and you Spicks talking about? Doing cookouts, son of going to the beach, barbecuing pork.
It's not a barbecue with a nigga if you ain't got no pork, right? Straight up and down.
And shrimps kebabs, man. Oh, crazy shit, man.
You don't got no swine with a nigga, man. It ain't happening. It's not popping.
Nothing swine. All kind of abominations, man.
Kind of abominations.
Shrimp, lobsters. They be putting grilled shrimp up there, grilled lobsters,
scallions,
pork.
You got my favorite crab salad.
Wow.
And that just shows the rebellious nature of Jake, because if the Most High said, don't eat chicken, they'll just consume chicken. You know what I'm saying? So that's just really the rebellious nature of Israel, man.
And then, show you how wicked Israel is, right? When you tell them pork is a foul animal.
No, it's not. You gotta cook it right.
They say you gotta cook it right, and then they say,
that's right. I eat a pig's ass if you cook it right.
Check it out. And then they would say, look at the chicken.
Yeah, they say
chicken eat anything, man. But come on, man. Come on, man. Yo, the Most High Yahweh Shah said that swan is not, even though it's cloven foot, do not chew the church. You cannot eat them. It's unclean to you.
Right.
So what the hell are you talking about, man? Who are you to gainsay Yahweh Shah or override what Yahweh Shah say, man?
Hold up, I got a quick interject real quick, because about the chicken thing, right? You gotta understand the so-called white man is a fucking devil. Chickens naturally, they wouldn't eat all that garbage. If the so-called white man didn't leave them no choice.
They feed them that shit.
You know what I'm saying? They feed it. The so-called white man is feeding these chickens all kinds of madness. And the Lord just had it to where their body it still can, you know, handle that bullshit for the most part. You know, really it's for Israel.
That's,
you know what I'm saying? For us, you know,
that's
because it's really a lawful animal.
Yeah. That's why I said that should eat that food devoured in that strange land, man.
Yeah.
Something to that nature, man.
So it's because of the so-called white man. Really, chickens, and mind you, if you don't know, there's a wide variety of chickens. It's not just one chicken. There's like
quail.
But there's different forms of chicken. Like there's something called pheasants. All right, they're related to them. All right, even you know, just like a turkey.
Hens.
All right, hens. You know, those are all so-called chickens, if you will. All right, but the so-called white man. When's the last time you bought a damn a whole pheasant?
Man.
All right. Okay, those are lawful animals too.
But Jake can't tell a pheasant from a chicken to a hen, man. They don't, or from a rooster, they don't know, man.
So for the most part, the point is, these are animals. All right, these are creatures that, you know, naturally they would eat, you know like shrubbery and seeds and, you know, things of that sort, greens, corn and all of that. But the so-called white man, but see, it's the so-called white man. It's the devil, man.
Yeah,
all right, he feeds these chickens all that madness. All right, to really try to say, see, you eat chicken though. So what's wrong with pork?
GMO corn.
Like, come on, man. Like, this shit is out of control.
Soybeans.
This devil gotta go, man.
They feed him all kind of madness, man.
It says he will now remember their iniquity and visit their sins. Okay.
So, and the Most High is going to now visit the iniquity, which is sin upon sin, of the children of Edom. The Most High is going to visit the iniquity of the children of Edom, and first and foremost, the children of Israel, man. From Judah on down to Issachar, man. Because they going off, man, eating all kind of manner of wickedness, seafood, octopus, calamari, you know, which is squid. Who the hell gonna eat a squid, man, or octopus, man? Or some scallops, or oysters, clams, mussels. Who the hell gonna eat that madness, man?
Nigga woman, brother. When you talk to these nigga women, that's what they want to go to, you know, Red Lobster and shit and try to some weird shit.
And yo, that's the spirit, man. You said that right, because my woman wanted me to take her Friday to City Island, man. I'm like, what? City Island? What? So where we gonna go in City Island? You gonna eat a bunch of madness then, man? She gonna eat a bunch of madness. And Friday's the Sabbath, man. So you think I'm gonna go out there with that fucking crazy nigga woman, man?
Look, brother, don't put your business out there like that, brother. Somebody have to edit that out, brother.
Nah, I ain't gonna edit it out, man. You don't have to, bro.
Right.
I'm just saying, man.
Yeah,
it's crazy, man.
Yeah,
but I ain't gonna get into it no more, man.
Yeah.
But that right there, man, it's a madness, man, for your ass, man.
Yeah.
You know, yeah, you gotta be out of your goddamn gravity. That's mine, man. You know, eating that goddamn filth, man. That's what the slave master, what master gave y'all after they gutted the pig, man. It's the cheapest part of the pig, and they do the guts to you niggas, man. Eat that, you slaves.
Yep.
And they call that shit chitlins, man. Chitlins, man. That shit is fucking disgusting, man. Cause you eating shit and all that, man.
Yeah.
Whatever the pig, whatever that goddamn foul ass animal eat, you eating, man. Because you eating the guts and the intestines of that pig, man.
And it smells.
So you got a precept, bro?
Yeah, you got a precept.
This is Isaiah 30 and 12. Wherefore thus saith the Holy One of Israel, because ye despise this word, and trust in oppression and perverseness, and stay thereon. Verse 13, therefore this iniquity shall be to you as a breach ready to fall.
That's because that's talking about these children, the children of Israel, man. You're despise the laws of the Most High, and you put your trust in oppression. Who's oppressing y'all? Esau, man. The laws of Esau. You put your trust in Esau. I'm going to vote for Donald Trump. I'm going to vote for Barack Hussein Obama, a.k.a. Barry Satoro. And what the fuck that nigga did for you? He ain't do nothing but legalize homosexuality, man. And legalize transgenderism. That's why transgenderism is on an all-time high thanks to that goddamn monkey, man. Now you got this dude Donald, the redhead stepchild chump, that's in office. He ain't doing nothing, you know, other than what they at least tell him to do, which is going to bring forth the off, I think, microchip, also institute World War III. So there's more, bro?
Yeah, a little bit more. It says, swelling out of a high wall, whose breaking cometh suddenly at an instant.
Whose breaking coming suddenly as an instant. What's that is, man? Once these Edomites come upon you,
Jacob's trouble.
with martial law, which is Jacob's trouble, pursuing of Jeremiah 30 and 7, Revelation 12 and 12, 2nd Ezra 16 and 70,
Daniel
on
12,
down.
Daniel 12 and 1.
Daniel 12 and 1. These are all calamities that's going to come upon you tribes, man. Starting from Judah on down to Issachar, man. The 2/3, if you will, man. And you niggas deserve every last foot in your ass that's going to come upon you, man. Because you niggas love oppression. You love the white man. And everything the white man give you. It's okay. But guess what? The time going to come when you're going to realize that Esau, which is the white man, is the devil. Because you're going to see them horns being manifested in when they come upon you, where you can't feed your kids, man. When they take Section 8 from you goddamn nigger women, and you spit women, and you Uncle Tomahawk women, you fat round bitches. You know? That's when you're going to realize shit is real, man.
Huh.
Is there anything else you got to say, boy? Is it more? You know what I'm saying? You know, it's a shame, man.
Yeah.
How you niggas and you spicks trusting Esau and oppression, man. Come on, bro.
This is Proverbs 1 and 22. How long, ye simple ones, will ye love simplicity?
How long you simple ass minded niggas and bird brain Hispanics and Uncle Tomahawks love simplicity, man, which is foolishness, man. Which is being simple minded, man. Simplicity and simple minded, the Apostle Tahar brought that out. That's being open minded, man. So you niggas and spicks love saying I'm open minded. I'm open minded to what you gotta say. That's why you're all confused and bugged out of your minds now, man. You're simple, man. And that word simple goes back to being open minded, man. Open minded to all these other philosophies. They got you all fucked up and trapped up, man, and caught up in the web of Esau, man. They're simple minded, man. And goddamn simple minded ass niggas. Yeah, bro.
And the scorners delight in their scorning.
These scorners, man. We gotta get on these scorners. These scorners that get on the keyboards and talk shit on the keyboards, man. You're delighting that, man. You're gonna be on your keyboards talking 2 o'clock in the morning, leaving a message after you done got a email alert talking about how one of the apostles or one of the brothers put up a video. And you're gonna be on that video talking shit on the keyboard, and that's when Esau gonna kick your goddamn door in and snatch you up and cut you off, you and your skanky ass nigger woman or your spick woman, and put you in a concentration camp. But before that, they may rape your kids, your daughters, and your son, and your woman in front of you, man. That's how real it's going to get. So keep on scoffing, you scoffers. Yeah, bro.
And the fools hate knowledge.
All you scoffing ass fools hate knowledge, man.
All we bringing out is knowledge.
Yeah.
That's all we doing. Technically, all we doing. We bringing out knowledge, man.
The knowledge of Yahweh, why Yahweh Shah, man, and the knowledge of the laws, statutes, and commandments that dwell within these books, man. That you niggas and you spits and your Uncle Tomahawks take lightly, because you'll go on what the white man said, that this book was tampered with.
Yeah, so in essence, whatever the so-called white man says, it got to be true. Which, that shows you these stupid ass niggas, they don't see that the so-called white man is the devil. But since when does the devil tell you the truth?
That's right, because the devil's words are smoother than butter.
Yeah. You got a precept?
Come on,
Yeah, I got the precept. Yeah, this is Jeremiah 4:22. For my people is foolish. They have not known me. They are saddest children.
And that word saddest means stupid. Huh? My people are foolish, they have not known me. They are stupid children.
There you niggas go again.
You Negroes, Hispanics, and Native Americans. We gotta talk about the 2/3, man. Because you have a second of the 1/3 that came back into the fold that acknowledge their offenses toward Yahweh, why Yahweh Shah, and they praise Yahweh, why Yahweh Shah, and they worship Yahweh, why Yahweh Shah. But the rest of you niggas and spits and Uncle Tomahawks, you're refused to come back into the fold, and you despise the words of Yahweh Yahweh Shai. That's why you're gonna die, and your pain is gonna be horrific, man.
Yeah, they would be. You would call the proverbial sons of Belial, man.
That's
Or
right.
sons of Belial.
Sons of the devil.
You know, that's what they are.
That's right.
It says, and they have none understanding. They are wise to do evil, but to do good, they have no knowledge.
They are wise to do evil, commit adultery, smoke weed, be homosexuals, be lesbians, be transgenderism, be transgenders.
Goddamn shame, boy.
It's a goddamn shame, man.
Go ahead, brother. Hold on, there, Bill, bring it up.
This is as the brother had mentioned that they don't have any understanding.
Yeah.
This
You
is
can break it down too.
this is Sirach 22 and 15. Sand and salt and mass of iron is easier to bear than a man without understanding. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
pretty.
No,
You break it down, bro.
Yeah, no, it's easy to deal. You know what I'm saying, with the brothers and to waste your fucking time with these 2/3, man. All right, as the brothers bring out to the spirit, they're not gonna get it. Man, you just put more strain on yourself.
What you gonna do is stress yourself out, man. Fucking with these 2/3, man. 2/3 is fucking horrific, man. They need death.
This is Isaiah 6 and 10. Make the heart of this people fat.
The heart of this people fat. Go ahead.
Yeah, read up, bro.
Oh, read up.
Yeah, 69.
Verse 6 and 9.
Yeah.
Isaiah 6 and 9. And he said, Go and tell this people, hear ye indeed, but understand not. And see ye indeed, but perceive not. Verse 10.
Yeah, this word is out there now. All right, this word is out there. Is out there, man. All right. Some way, somehow, a nigga came across the Hebrew Israelites in 2017, bro. All right, because the internet is the new thing, man. Really, you know, cable and all that. That's
Thing of the past.
That's kind of it's kind of borderline, you know, kind of phasing out in a way.
That's
You know
the thing
what
of the
I'm
past,
saying?
bro.
Yeah,
expensive,
you know. So the internet is the new TV, is the new the phones and all that shit. Your phone is a damn a fucking mobile computer, man. For crying out loud. So I mean, you know, cable, all of that. All right, that's just on the side, man. But the internet, man, this thing is going out. It's going out, man. All right. Go ahead.
Verse 10. Make the heart of this people fat and make their ears heavy.
The ears are heavy, man. Ears are heavy. All right. They can't get it, right?
And shut their eyes, lest they see with their eyes and hear with their ears and understand with their heart.
Right. So nigga look dead at you, but it's really just imagine that his eyes are always closed. That's how the Most High made him, man.
Yeah.
That's pretty much what it's like, man. Because they can't see it. They've seen all this wickedness, faggots and lesbians. Don't you see this, nigga? What's going on? Their eyes are closed, really.
Yeah.
Most High closed their eyes, man. He hasn't opened their mind, their eyes, all right, to actually see what the fuck is going on is wicked, man. All right, because they're part of it, right?
And convert and be healed.
Yeah, because they can't convert. To convert means to turn back, to repent. So the Lord does not want 2/3 of Israel to repent. Essentially. All right, so we're gonna close it out, Lord willing. This is Sirach 24, verse 33. I will yet pour out doctrine as prophecy, and leave it to all ages forever. So you know, I mean, I think that's pretty straightforward. Our doctrine is prophecy, man. All right. What is to happen? What is the Most High Yahweh Bashem Yahshua is about to bring to pass? All right. And it's nothing sweet for the world in 2/3, but it's very sweet and it's very wholesome for the hopeful elect, the elect that are going to be delivered. You know, because the prophecies, that's what the doctrine consists of. Prophecies, man. All right, and they're speaking. So hopefully with that, y'all brothers and few sisters, if you're there, all right, been edified. Until next time, Yahweh Bashem Yahshai, Barakatham.
Yeah, how about you?
Shalom.